Ok, doamnelor și domnilor, fete și băieți, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back in the backstage, okay, with the backstage talks. Kiss FM, Neversea 2023 with the one and only Don Diablo. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
I remember last year we actually invaded your booth and did the interview in the same place at Neversea. So, how's life in the past year?
It's been very active. Yeah, I've been doing a lot. I've been making a lot of art, a lot of fashion, and also a lot of music. So it's basically been 19 hours, 20 hours a day working and 2 hours of sleep, 20 minutes of eating, 30 minutes of just talking to my mom on the phone, 25 minutes of selecting the blue M&Ms, taking them out, and the rest of the time I'm just getting dressed and talking to you guys.
So you just remember all of that, or you have like a schedule, a full-time schedule?
No, I have a schedule. I'm being and I have a tight schedule. It's all being organized.
Speaking about arts, I wonder if in 2023 you are a visual artist. As everyone knows, is the video for a dance track still important in the age of streaming?
I think it's not important in general, but for me it is important. Yeah, I think it tells the story of the song, and it also, if you do it well, you can still reach millions of people with it. I love the art of making video. I grew up with like Richard Cunningham and Spike Jonze and Michel Gondry. They did all these amazing videos for like Fatboy Slim and Aphex Twin and the Beastie Boys, and these were videos that were like art pieces. They were like little movies. And they really contributed to the artistry for me, to the song itself and to the artist as well. So for me, it's still important. Yeah.
I remember when I first saw your Universe video, and the story of that guy with the bicycle and all the moves and the idea in general. It connected me properly with the song and with the universe idea and with the idea that we are in the universe. And speaking about the universe, if you could travel in time, would you go in the future or in the past?
I'll definitely go in the future. Yeah, because that's the reason why I'm always living in the future. I feel like today's is a given, but tomorrow is not. So I always take it one step at a time and one day at a time. I'm always grateful to survive another day. So for me to be able to look into the future, that's it's something I've always wanted as a kid. That's why I'm super into sci-fi. That's why I love everything that has to do with the future, and that's why I try to create futuristic music, futuristic clothing, futuristic art. I feel when I grew up, I watched these films, and I'm still not seeing the things that I saw in those films out there right now. I want that flying hoverboard from Back to the Future. I want all that crazy stuff. So I'm.
Sneakers,
Yeah, those sneakers. I want. I don't want to tie my own laces. My shoes have to do that. So for me, I definitely go into the future.
And speaking about the future, what is the main thing that you think people will be nostalgic for 100 years from now, from the present?
I think, generally making a real connection. I think right now, for instance, to be an artist, when I started, it's generally just really hard work because there was no social media. You had no idea what you were doing. You were just creating without knowing what it was for, or, without a goal. I think now everyone has a goal because you're all doing it for social media. You're all doing it to get money, to get likes, to get popular. When I was doing it, I was just doing it because it felt like a calling, like something I had to do. And I think that's something that we'll be nostalgic for, because in the future everybody will feel pressured to be successful, to be popular, to be rich, and to have more likes. And I think we'll look back at a time where we're like, shit, I remember when we were just creating because we loved creating it and we felt it was a necessity.
Speaking about creating, when you started your path and you had all the time, most likely, your master plan in mind. It's like, I will do this in 1 year, I will do this in 3 years, I will do this in 5 years. What is the only thing that you, not necessarily skipped, but delayed, and after all these years couldn't manage to check from your master plan so far?
Oh yeah, I think for me it was a 10-year master plan that I started about 10 years ago. Without a manager, without any record label, anyone backing me, just myself. It's just purely based on a vision and on hard work. I think the one thing I haven't checked off is actually having a radio hit, a massive radio hit, but that's because I really wanted to build a following first and really create something that would be solid and not based on something that felt fleety, that would go away after, you know, if you have a radio hit and then 5 years after you have no radio hits anymore, people will have forgotten you. So I really wanted to build something solid, and I think you know, the one thing I'd still love to do that I haven't checked off my list is, you know, make something that will reach billions of people in the same time. I think with the last album I had 1 billion streams, over 1 billion now. But they're, you know, over all of the songs, and I think I have a really strong fan base. But one day it would be nice to actually have like some support from the big radio stations, and you know, have that one global moment in one go.
Speaking about for the end, speaking about radio tracks and tracks in general, what is the latest earworm that you had? The track that was stuck to your mind and you couldn't get rid of?
Ooh, it's actually a song I found on the internet by a pianist called Tony Ann, and this song is like he plays it on the piano. It's called Rain. It's like a viral song. He's just playing it in the rain, and this song has been stuck on my head, so I made a viral out of it. It's on my socials, and funnily enough, actually he liked it, and we met each other in Los Angeles, and we wrote a lot of music, and we're going to release this song as a collaboration now. It's going to be called Future Rain, and the original is it's a beautiful piece of piano music, and it's been stuck in my head for days. So that's the power of social media.
Absolutely. And a shout out for all Kiss FM listeners for the end.
Mulțumesc. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, as always, for supporting me. I love you guys. I miss you guys. See you very soon. Thank you for everything.